can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
Vikalaah. There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh, yeah! Off we go on a Monday. Good morning. What? Shut up. Welcome to the Manic Monday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. And I already know why Shane is shaking his head. I have two thoughts as to why he's shaking his head. What I opened the show with, and I think I'm going to have all the guys do a cold open from here on out. Now, each one of us will come up with a cold open. And then the second one is that intro that the evil genius Cole Johnson put together. That's why.
I'm sorry. It's going to get me every time.
That was absolutely
And Victor hadn't seen it yet until now.
Yeah, that's why I stood up and applaud just now because that was absolutely beautiful. And again, it's like I said, for me personally, because I'm like the youngest in terms of broadcasting and all that. It's not always in my niche. I do it because you guys do it and you guys allow me to do it. But to be able to have something like that made by Cole Johnson, I feel humbled. I feel so honored.
You're a big part of this, man.
I appreciate it.
And he took the perfect piece from you.
Yeah.
When they talked about the All-Star game.
Hey, he took both parts because I was talking about the games where they were breaking 100 and the All-Star game was unusual.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And of course, with me, he did me much honor with the font that the 49ers use, the saloon font, and the my piece of a rant from for Brock Purdy.
Yep.
Speaking of rants.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Speaking of rants, Antonio freaking Clown.
Yeah.
Now, I know we're going to get to the NFL draft. We're going to get to the NBA playoffs or lack thereof. We're even going to get to the NHL playoffs.
We got a lot on the card.
We got a lot on the card for the next 180 minutes.
But
I'm down.
But Victor,
yeah,
your Rudy Poo candy ass open your mouth.
Yes, I did. And I apologize.
Don't.
I don't know about you guys, but I think it's time for somebody to sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally we don't open like this, but since Victor opened his mouth in pre-show, this is necessary. Now go.
All right. I feel like I'm a principal that has to deal with a problem child. Because every single time I wonder two things. Well, actually, I wonder three things every morning.
Mm-hmm.
How can I better myself today?
Yep.
How can the Morocco Republic Cowboys Nation embarrass me today? And what abject idiocy Antonio Clown's going to get himself into?
I think we have the answer for 2 of those at least.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh dear.
we all know that the sports world has been completely alight. It's been on fire, especially after the recent class of the WNBA draft. And of course, the headliner being Caitlin Clark. Leave it to Antonio Clown to open his mouth.
Again.
I don't know where to begin with this guy. He has ruined his career beyond all recognition.
Foobar.
Quitting on several teams.
Beyond.
The last time we saw this man on the field was when he was in a Buccaneers uniform.
Mhm.
And decided to walk his happy you-know-what off the field after he wasn't getting the ball enough, took off his pads, took off his jersey, took off his shirt in the middle of the game while Tampa Bay was on a comeback. And I believe it was against the Jets, too.
It was against
Yes,
the
it was.
Jets.
And walked his happy candy you-know-what off the field.
His Rudy Poo happy candy ass.
And then on top of that, proclaim that, well, I was injured, so that's why I was so angry. Like, bro, Tampa Bay had a bunch of doctors. Not one of them said that you were injured. The point where you told the coach at the time that you weren't getting the ball, and that's why you didn't want to play anymore.
Who does he think he is? Keyshawn Johnson?
Right.
At least Keyshawn Johnson back up his
You
play.
screwed up your career in Pittsburgh. You screwed up your career in Oakland. You screwed up your career in New England.
Of all
Badly.
places.
And then you screwed up your career to the point where you start making lascivious texts towards the ex-wife of one of your boys, the one you wanted to work with, Tom Brady.
Dear Lord.
Then you tried to hand in ownership with the Albany Empire. And look what you did with it.
Idiots. Idiots.
So I'm thinking there's no way he's going to come out and do something stupid now, right? Well, no, he did. In a tweet, and yes, I use tweet because I still Twitter, not X.
Screw X.
I can't. Go on. Go on.
In a tweet,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Clown decided to speak about the lady parts of Caitlin Clark, saying, "Open it, please." It's disgusting, but I gotta be fair.
All right, let's be fair. Saying, quote,
Caitlin Clark looks like she likes to keep it hairy.
Close quote.
Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up isn't just for me, once again, slam Antonio Clown, which is what I like to do, though. Of course,
mm-hmm.
my power is
Easy-
to slam
easy.
Antonio Clown for the loser that he is.
Such an easy target, no less.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why this irked me so much is because I believe in the realm of sports, there needs to be a modicum of respect. There needs to be a measure of respect.
Yep.
No matter what gender, what race, and we'll get into that later on,
Yep.
what sport you're in, if you are putting your body on the line for sport, you are owed a measure of respect for what you do, whether it's on the court, the field, whether it's on a diamond, or whether it's on 100 yards. You are owed a large measure of respect for what you do. And speaking about someone's private parts, which, by the way, you've shown yours at a public pool,
More than once.
like the clown that you
Unfortunately.
are.
Unfortunately.
Talking about someone's private parts that you are not welcome to, that you don't know about, and should keep its name and the person and the owner's name out of your mouth. But I will say this: the one silver lining about it was how Caitlin Clark handled it.
Mm-hmm.
She merely blocked him and let it go. The last thing I needed was to hear Caitlin Clark go on a go on a tirade about what Antonio did and have everyone else call her that she, claim that she's just unreasonable, that she just can't take a joke because this is obviously just Antonio Brown just being Antonio Brown. That's the problem.
Yeah, major problem.
Big problem.
Clown. Now, granted, he's had some brain injuries. I get that. But there comes a point where someone somewhere has to sit him down and say, look,
shut up.
You are a father of 5. You need to set a positive example that you're not setting. You haven't said in your professional career, and now you're not even setting it in your personal career. It is time to stop.
Please.
It's time for you to actually wake up and be a grown man. Of this clown. If one of your daughters was joining, let's say, the WNBA, and someone said something like that to your daughter, wouldn't you have a problem with it?
I know I certainly would.
Yep.
I've got 3 of them. I know for a doggone fact I'd have a problem.
And then what's even funnier was that after Caitlin blocked him, he once again said, oh, Caitlin Clark is the quote-unquote cracker of the year because she wouldn't engage with him. And she shouldn't.
Thank God she did.
This is the first and last time I'm going to talk about Antonio Brown, hopefully for a long while. Because I'm realizing now that whenever I talk about someone like Antonio Clown, the actual news that the sports world deserves doesn't get it. They don't get the sports news that they deserve. And we're going to give it to them. Now, I'm done. Someone tag in.
I don't think a tag in is necessary. Because you said everything we needed to say.
All I'm going to say is, Antonio, get up out the seat. We're done with you.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that.
Thank you, Mr. McCoffey.
Thank you, Mr.
Right.
Thank you, Mr. McCoffey, indeed. If someone were to say that about my daughter, you'd have to hold me back. If someone were to say that about any of my daughters, I'm going to jail.
Right.
I know the feeling.
Right.
Because someone will get a stone cold stunner, a last ride, and a rock bottom within the first 30 seconds. Then I'd bring out the weapons.
I don't even have daughters. Say that about my sister. Snowman, you've met her. Let's say someone said about Jamie.
Somebody say that about Jamie. They're getting a clothesline from hell.
Exactly.
They're getting a clothesline from hell. They don't want to see me. They don't want to see me in full Hulk mode.
Right.
I mean, what's the phrase? Don't make me angry.
You wouldn't like me.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.